Hey YouTubers, good morning, it's Rob Moffat. Guys, I was watching a very interesting video the other day. Someone made a video on the 10 things they would buy again. I thought that would make a very good topic for a video because I could probably do several of those videos. I've got more than 10 things. But for this video, we're just going to do, I think, about a dozen things that I like a lot that I would definitely buy again. The first thing, I made a video recently about my 1994 Toyota Corolla. And I'm not going to go into detail because I did in that video, but this is something I would definitely buy again. I bought it used from a good friend back in, I think, 2006, and it's been a pleasure to have a car that was paid for, and it's fairly reliable. The parts are cheap, and it's old, so if it gets a ding in it, it's not a big deal. So it's been a pleasure, and it's definitely something I would look into if I had to buy another car. I'd get another older, reliable used car, something from Toyota, I think. So that's something I would definitely buy again. For a long time I've been messing around with little inflatable boats because they're so cheap and they're so interesting to modify and see if you could do something with them because they're so inexpensive. Someone sent me, one of my friendly viewers on my channel notified me about this some time ago. For a while they had the 200, the Intex 200, they had Aldi for $4.99. You could not only be a captain, you could be an admiral. You could have a fleet. So I'm 6 foot, almost 200 pounds. It was difficult to do too much with the 200 without looking ridiculous or being unsafe. So eventually I went over to the 300, and you still have some problems because it is a pool toy basically. This isn't mine. Someone stepped in the middle of it and pushed out the vinyl, so it became a a see-through. uh, you could put some see-through plastic on here, and you can make glass bottom boat. But anyway, this is the size of the 300. But let me tell you, it's such a big difference. They're about $30, the 300. And this is me sitting in the boat. My back is up against the back of the boat because it was wider. No, excuse me, the front of the boat, I think. And I'm using not the oars that it came with. These are actually cost more than the boat, I think. Two-piece aluminum, and it's such a pleasure to row. The boat is so light, it moves effortlessly, and it's very comfortable. It's like sitting in your lazy boy chair at home. So long as your water is calm, you're not out in the ocean someplace or someplace dangerous. It's a really pleasure to be out on the water, just messing around someplace that you know where the dangers are. You know, you don't want to. It's still a toy, but it's a very comfortable, relaxing. I can't tell you how much fun it is to actually, once you get in it, it's hard to get in and get out, but particularly to get out. But once you're in it, it's a pleasure. And I was worried that the oar locks would break off, but because the boat is so light and you're putting such low strain, this seems to be fairly reliable. So yeah, I would buy this again, and I've got a few videos on my channel I've done about this boat with me messing around with them, so you might want to check it out. I recently purchased another chair, trying to find something that was comfortable to take out with me when I go out and about, especially when I use my little e-bike, and this seems to fit the bill. This is very small. I think it weighs less than 4 pounds. It folds up into something like a large loaf of bread, and it has back support. Most all of the other folding chairs, lightweight, don't have any back support. This is my computer. I purchased it at Best Buy for about $200. They're now refurbished for $123 on Amazon. I'll leave the link. The reason I purchased mine at Best Buy because if anything was to go wrong, I thought I could get it fixed easily or conveniently at Best Buy instead of sending it back to Amazon. But I've had no complaints at all. I do all my video editing such as it is with this very inexpensive desktop, and I'm thinking that it's going to last a long time. Very, very low price and very capable computer for modest video editing. This is my Jetson Bolt Pro e-bike that I purchased refurbished for $249. I could have purchased it for $225, but I didn't check the right boxes when I went to the website. But each time I use it, I am enjoying it more. I've done a few videos on it. I have a playlist on the Jetson Bolt. You might want to check it out. But I would definitely buy it again and recommend it. This is an old item I've been using for a long time. This is one I purchased as a gift. When I bought it, it was like $49, and now the price has doubled, and it's used very frequently. If you're a vegetarian, you don't eat a lot of meat, you would imagine you would not need to grill anything, but you'd be surprised how many things you can grill just doing vegetables and things. I make a lot of vegetarian hamburger things that I make up my own, and you can do vegetables like slice of cabbages and put them on the grill with some Italian dressing and lots of different vegetarian things. But if you're doing meat, it's a wonderful thing for meat, but I like it primarily for seafood. I can take my canned mackerel and grill it on the grill. I can also take tofu and slice it and marinate it and put it on the grill, coat it with cornmeal, and make wonderful little strips of grilled cornmeal coated on the tofu. One of my favorite kitchen appliances. You can get them used on eBay, relatively inexpensive, so you might want to look into that. This is something I've purchased over 6 times. I think I got a couple for myself, and I got them for other people because I liked it so much. Because you can do more than just listen to AM/FM or MP3. You can also record with it. So there's a lot of things you can do with it. Now people would say, well, you can do many of these same things with your phone, but you can do things with this that you can't do with your phone as easily. You can play it and have it loop, or you can have it play and then stop, set a period of time, and it's a very handy little device. I've got about 12 to 1500 songs on mine as an MP3 player. I rarely use it. It's not a very convenient radio because it's not a dial, it's not analog, so, and I find it difficult to access the stations. But for an MP3 player or for playing or recording audio, it's been a pleasure. One of my favorite items. I have an old used Samsung Galaxy A21 I purchased on eBay for $40 that I use to record almost all of my videos for YouTube. And I recommend people, if they're not wanting to spend a lot of money and get into video recording, to try using their smartphones and to also look at the smartphones that have cracked glass but are still fully functional. Mine has, this isn't mine, but mine has a little crack on the edge. You can stabilize the crack, or you can get them replaced relatively inexpensively and end up with a reliable quality phone for recording your videos. It's something a lot of people overlook. I did purchase a couple of used Samsung what was it, J5, S5, but both of them had a strange noise in the background in the audio that I wasn't able to use for recording, even though their image was superior to the A21. I was disappointed, but I haven't had that problem with the A21. But the S8 is actually a superior camera to the camera I'm using. So yeah, you can get, there's a lot of these. You would see on eBay that they would be listed as parts only, but then if you look, see for parts not working, you can read the details, and it says it's still fully functional, not dead. So, and oftentimes you want to check too to make sure that the seller has a very good rating, is a good reseller. This is an old item I have had for years and years. The stainless screwdriver. It's a ratchet screwdriver, and I like it because you have a lot of control with it, as opposed to a electric drill or a driver. With a manual drill, sometimes you're needing to have a really fine amount of control, or you're dialing something in, you're tightening down. Like I used to make underwater video camera housings, and the lenses, I could crack them if I put too much pressure on them. So this was perfect for it, and I just use it for so many, often so many times over other tools for the nut driver or the screws. It's always worked flawlessly, and you can get these much cheaper, I think, at Tractor Supply and some other places, but very good quality. This is something I bought. I did a review a few years ago that was after 5 years of having it. It's a Keter table. It's a work table. They've gone up in price tremendously. They're about double what I paid back in 2015, but they hold 1,000 pounds. I've modified mine. You can watch the video. I've put a board here and in another clamp, and done some other things. So but it's very handy. It folds up into actually hardly any space, but you can stand on it. You can put 1,000 pounds. It doesn't take like a lot of. You don't want to have something that's going to be vibrating back and forth or left and right, but it'll take a lot of pressure from the top. But you don't want something that's going to wobble back and forth because it's not going to be supported too well by the legs. What I'm getting at is, if you're pounding on something, it's fine. But if the force is from the side, it's not that good of a deal because it's going to slide around a bit. This is a Timex watch. Timex is considered a very low-end budget, low-status watch, but I'm here to tell you that the Indiglo night illumination that it has is superior technology to any brand, regardless of price, make, model. The Indiglo illumination, I think, is just plain superior to every other watch on the market. So it's just a great watch because you can look at the dial and tell exactly what time it is, and at nighttime you just press the button and this lights up to a wonderful illumination, kind of blue-green. And you can get inexpensive replacements for the bands. You can get inexpensive watches used for practically nothing. They make a very nice alligator style band that I like, that fits these watches. And also a lot of older people like the spandex steel that doesn't grab your hairs on your arm, but they expand. So whatever floats your boat. I really recommend these little inexpensive watches highly. So guys, that is the 10 things, or maybe a dozen things, that I would buy again. I'm going to make another video like this. I enjoyed it. Hope you guys did too. I have a variety channel. I put on new stuff every week. Been doing it for 16 years. Got over 1,200 videos, many different topics, many different playlists. And I have a bunch of cool people I feature down at the bottom of my channel. No relation to me, they would not anyway. And once y'all come back, put on new stuff all the time. And like I said, it's a variety. If you don't like variety, you don't want to subscribe. But if you do like different stuff, you might want to hang around. You never know what you're going to find, because I never know what I'm going to put out there. All right, guys, it's been fun. Take care. See you out there.